Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we want to work on satin hair bonnet. Want to do satin hair bonnet. As you can see, I have folded my satin. I'm using this and this because it will be a reversible hair bonnet. So my material, the material I'm using measures, when I fold it into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After folding it into 4, from the edge, from this tip, I'm making use of 13 inches. So for me to get my circle, I will mark 13 all round. Yes, because the head circumference I'm working with is 23 inches, and the length that I want the hair bonnet to be is 13 inches. I'm going to mark my 13. As you can see, I've marked my 13 inches already. I've marked my 13 all round. So now I will cut it. I'm using this clip to hold the cloth down so that it doesn't shift. So now I will cut it through with the cutting. So I will use this one so that it doesn't waste time. I use this one to cut my second fabric. So let me show you the folding with this one because it's the same thing. This is 27 inches. 27 inches by 27 inches as well. But it depends on what you want. You can make use of 23 or 24 by 24. It depends on what you really want. So now I will fold my fabric, as I said earlier, into 4. So I will use this other one that I cut earlier. I will align it together and cut the second fabric. So you can decide to measure the 13, the same, depending on what you're using, you can decide to measure the same measurement that you measure on the first fabric. But to save time and energy, decided to just place this one and cut the other one. Make sure to pin it down, though I'm using clip to clip mine. Make sure that the edges are lined together. So now I will cut out my fabric. Yeah, I'm done cutting the two. So this is the first one. And this is the second one. This is the first one, this is the second one. So I will go on to iron my fabric, give it a good press. I have gone ahead to iron my material already. So I will fold it into equal parts. I'll fold it like this into 2. So now I will measure from this point, from the edge here. I will measure my 3 inches and I will mark 3 inches. Then I will come up by 3 inches as well. From my edge where I mark the 3 inches, I'll come up by 3 inches also. Then I will cut it. I'll cut that out. After cutting it, this is what we have. So I'll go ahead to my sewing machine. I will sew it right side facing each other. I will sew it round. I've finished sewing it and I have given it a good press. Now I will gather from here all round to this place. That is what I want to do now. Let me go to my sewing machine. So after gathering my satin, I will measure it to make sure that it's up to 23 inches, which is the circumference of the head that I am making it for. As you can see, it's 23. So I will notch the midpoint of my cap and fold it into two. Then I'll notch the midpoint. I've notched the midpoint. Now I've gone ahead to cut my strap, which I will use for the band. As you can see already, I've cut a band that measures 5 inches width and 77.5 inches long. So I've gone ahead to fold the edges of the band like half inches. Then I'll iron it through, and then I also divide the band into two and iron it as well, so that when I'm sewing it will be easier for me. So the next thing now, I will fold my band into two equal half. Then I will notch the center of my band as well, the same way I notched for the cap. I've notched the center of my band, so you can see. So now the next step is for me to measure from that center that I have notched. From my notch point here, I'll measure half of the head circumference. It was 23. So when I divide it into two, that will give us 12.5. So I will just measure my 12.5. Then I will mark it. I believe you are seeing what I'm doing. Or you can decide to open it to make it easier, so that you really understand what I'm doing. From the center here, from this side, you mark 12.5. Let me turn the tape. You mark 12.5 inches. And from this side as well, you mark another 12.5. Starting from the center of your band, you mark another 12.5 inches. That is where you will attach from the center of your cap. You attach it to the center of the band. Then you will sew all through, and then sew this side all through. But for now, I will go and sew the edge of my band. I will just turn it like this first, sew it, then turn it back, top stitch all through to this 12.5 inches. Then leave this side open, go to this other end, top stitch again. When I reach the end, I will open it, sew it, then complete the stitching. So let me go and stitch it. I will bring it back to show you. Finish sewing my band. As you can see, I finished sewing it. So now I will pin the center of my band to the center of my cap. Remember, you are opening this part that you did not sew. You are going to open it, then pin the center. Remember where you notch. So pin it. I will pin it all through to this end, then this other side as well. Okay, I'm through pinning down my band. So I will go ahead and sew, starting from here all through. I'll sew it round. Then after sewing it, I will turn this other end, cover it this way, and sew as well. I will show you. So let's go into the sewing. I will sew it the same line as where I gathered it. So I have finished joining this side. I believe you can see it's finished joining this. Finished joining this one. So now the next thing I will do is for me to carry this other in. Make sure I tuck in this very well. Run a stitch like this to cover this. I'm going to do it all round to this other end. When I finish it, I will show you. Hello people, our hair bonnet is ready. I believe you can see it is now ready, and this is the long strap. This is the inside of it. So it's now ready.